We have been a little delayed due to the teams vetoing for some time. The maps result in Mirage, the map pick of Astralis, and Train being the map pick of Alternate just after this one. And the third one would be Cash if we need it. So let's get our things going as karrigan with the first frag onto Kazuya. Already the terrorist in control of CT spawn here, and dupreeh gets flashed in, no problem for him. Now he runs into some trouble. Stefan with the frag, making it a 4v3 again. The CT still have a chance to come back into this round, but Stefan has to work his way through. Two terrorists blocking him off, and this is going to be tremendously hard for Alternate. Crispy is the last man. He's facing two terrorists, and at the same time he was flanked and he was backstabbed, so everything was going wrong. Alternate will lose the pistol round to Astralis, and the Danes will take the lead now. It is a CT-sided map on Mirage. Astralis winning the pistol round. What can we expect from them? And they have strong AWP players. Even though devve didn't show up on DreamHack Zoe Open in Leipzig, it was maybe one of the parts that made Astralis lose to Luminosity. But at the same time, Luminosity was so strong the whole tournament. But the two teams have played each other as well. And Alternate is able to give them a run for their money. So if they get the right rounds, you know, you have to... If you're the underdog, you have to take certain chances, and those chances have to pay off. At the same time, as soon as the favorite makes a mistake, you have to capitalize on those mistakes. Otherwise, you will not have a chance at all. If you don't punish the favorite's mistakes, you will always lose if you're the underdog. So those are the things that Alternate needs to figure out. They have to force Astralis to make some mistakes. And if they do so, they have to catch them on the right spot, off guard, and they have to capitalize on those mistakes. That's the only chance that Alternate has in this matchup. Astralis is way too strong otherwise, and I wouldn't see the Germans come back into a game against Astralis. If the Danes take a commanding lead, they will probably not give it away anymore. Those are 2 cents of mine about this game. For now, Astralis is taking their time, capturing all the different parts of the A-bomb set and also of middle. And they're doing a good job of doing that. Stefan and Crispy are the last man standing. As always, I switch to a player and he goes down instantly. Crispy is now firing away with his P250, not the best weapon to have at that distance. And aTTaX comes up big in the first few rounds for Astralis, doing a good job here with 4 kills. 5 for dupreeh and 4 for cajunb. karrigan and devve. No, devve. Devve. It's devve. I've been corrected so many times. I will get it straight today, I promise. So devve, ex-devve, formerly known as devve, now called devve. So he's not having that many frags in those first 3 rounds, but that doesn't matter. He will have his impact sooner or later in this game. As I said, he didn't have impact in DreamHack Open Leipzig, but I think he knows his mistakes and he will work on them. Heave is the only CT to get a frag in his quick execution by the terrorist, and his teammate Crispy stepped in as well, but Astralis will plant the bomb nonetheless. They will have good positions here. One already in control of CT spawn. Crispy and Stefan with the quick frags, leaving aTTaX with the task of defending the ticking bomb against 2 CTs who both come in from CT spawn. He knows that they are coming from there. He doesn't turn around, so he knows that both CTs are coming from that position, and he will intercept the first one. Keith is not in a position to get the refrag, so it should be all settled. aTTaX with a triple kill, and Astralis with a 4th round on the board, making the CTs save again, and they will probably go and win the 5th round as well. So, I have mentioned a few previous matchups of the 2 teams. Now they have been Alternate has been in a difficult group But they managed to come out on top of that. Well, not on top, but NAP was topping that group. But they managed to win against eFrag in a triple map header. And FaZe Clan, aka G2, dropped out of the tournament. And that's why aTTaX qualified for the playoffs here in the group stage 2 in the Global Esports Cup, brought to you by Game Show and Azubu. $200,000 at stake for the teams in the LAN finals. And so far, everything's working according to plan for Astralis. They will not lose a man until this point. Kiev is the only one standing with a 5-7 in his hands. karrigan might think about pushing him, but there's no real use to the Danes. Whatever they will do will even risk something for them. So why would they go for the frag? Would just get rid of a 5-7, and that's not necessarily worth going out and risking your own AK. Maybe even giving that AK to, well, the CT. dupreeh went down after all. He was wounded by Kiev again, that's why he blew up to the bomb, and Astralis will still make it 5-0, so no problem for them so far. 7-0 for Zipix, 8 for dupreeh. karrigan on 1, but devve with the 3 frags. Mark this down as maybe even the first caster to pronounce his name correctly. I haven't watched DreamHack because I was there, and I couldn't listen in because I was busy doing other stuff. But I will watch the VODs of the tournament, so I will find out if somebody called him devve, or if they called him devve, or if they called him device still. Because I heard a few casters still don't know or still refuse to call him devve. Or maybe he told him, well, you can still call me device, I don't care. I don't know. Let's talk about this round. The terrorists will still focus on the A bomb site. They haven't done too much work on B. And aTTaX with the bursting out move. He goes to work on the first one. dupreeh with the answer, and Kev with the frag. So it's a 4v2 now, thanks to Kazuya doing good work on balcony. Stefan with the covering fires. karrigan stepped out to catch Kev off guard. It's a 3v1 though, and this is the time for devve to step up for his squad. They know he is, and that makes it tremendously hard for him. aTTaX is... what is Crispy doing? They have spotted him on... So he wants to intercept him all the way back here. Maybe even backstab him there. Stefan is the only one to really cover the A bomb side. The rest of his teammates spread out so far. And he will catch devve as well, so... I was scared a little bit for Stefan in that situation. If devve had his scope pinned down on that position, he would have surely hit that shot, and it would have meant a 2v1 with the 2 CTs being spread out quite far. It would have been a bomb plan, that's for sure. Maybe he could have made it a 1v1. But that's all theory. What's not theory is aggressive play in middle by Kev for alternate attacks. The terrorists are holding back for now, so he doesn't spot anyone. Now he's flashed away as well. Needs to watch out to not run into any more trouble. There are people in underpass, so he needs to keep an eye out on that one. His teammate is covering from there, but if his teammate goes down, now the call comes out and Kiev is quick to run away for his life. Oh, he's going back there. Oh, risky peek by Kiev. He gets punished for that by dupreeh. How dare you peek into middle at that stage of the round. He gave up his AWP, but he came up big and onto karrigan. Doesn't matter for now, it's a 4v4, and that certainly favors the terrorists. dupreeh with another frag onto aTTaX, and he gets another one onto Kazuya. dupreeh racking up the bodies. Making another mark on his AK. Now he goes down to Crispy. Finally, the CTs manage to shut him down. But the terrorists are all over the place. They just have to wait a little longer. Stefan with the rotation to the A bomb site. The bomb on the other side already makes its way to B. And even if Stefan gets that frag onto cajunb, which he just seems to have really big trouble finally. But I mean, I don't want to talk about that firefight. cajunb had the same amount of trouble. And Stefan with another frag onto devve. Now Zipix comes back from the hole in the wall and saves the day for Astralis. And also the AWP for devve. But Astralis ran into some trouble here. Alternate with a small glimpse of hope on the horizon. It's a long, long way to the horizon, though. And you might know from real-life experience, if you try to reach the horizon, you will never reach it. Because of, you know, Earth being a planet that's round. It's not easy to get to the end of a, what's it called? Not cubus. Well, you know. It's hard to reach the end of something that's shaped in a round way. Oh my god, that sounds so weird. The terrorists will not make this round look weird. They already have the first few frags, and Kazuya gets caught reloading. devve has pinned aTTaX down already. Oh, he just switched away, but it's still covered by his teammates. Astralis make it 7-1, and this is a commanding lead already that I mentioned. They will most likely not give away anymore. So the odds on CSGO Lounge, which are, give me a second, refreshing that, 89% in favor of Astralis and 11 in favor of Alternate. Those odds are not lying. They look to be accurate, at least up to this point. I am always happy if I get convinced of something different, like Alternate suddenly making this an 8-7 half, getting a lot of momentum back. That would be very cool to see, but it's gonna be hard. And this round is maybe even their last chance to get back here. Kiev with the orb. He's not there. He's in the wrong bomb site. Stefan already taken out by Kiev with a frag in the middle. Still, the bomb site is compromised by the terrorists. They have 3 players in there already. karrigan puts it down. Gets the frag onto Crispy as well. Good job by Astralis not making those mistakes that I mentioned. And on top of that, they have those things that force mistakes on the CT side. cajunb is already in CPL. He has the CTs aware of him. So aTTaX checks out that corner. Kiev was very cautious as well, crossing the window. And they will find him eventually. But karrigan is already there in B short. The terrorists will try to eliminate the CTs. They know the CTs would have to save if they lose a few more rifles. They might actually have to save already. karrigan is sprinting. He's as quick as possible. But he won't reach the right angle in time. Astralis will win the round, but Alternate stays alive with 3 of their players. Maybe they can do something about this round now. Maybe it's not their last chance. They gave themselves another fighting chance here. What is Stefan gonna end up with? Only a CZ75. That's, yeah, he can go for the close quarter. He can go for the cheeky position. But most likely, it's gonna be the terrorists opening up. karrigan with a double kill in main. cajunb would have covered him in case he went down as well. cajunb could have pinned down the CTs in main. Now it's Alternate's time to come back. Crispy with 1 frag, but Zippix trades his teammate. Crispy has to step up again. It's a 2v2. The bomb goes down and karrigan catches Kiev off guard. Kiev has to calm himself down a little bit. He makes those overly aggressive plays a little bit too often, in my opinion. He is one of those guys in Germany that can put up a fight against those big names. But I think that at the moment he's doing a little bit too much. You know, sometimes you ask too much of yourself. Oh, Crispy had a good idea, but karrigan comes up with a quad kill. 4 very important frags to put him on 7 overall. But 16 on dupreeh, who has been burning hot for the past few months. And if he stays in that shape, if devve comes back, I don't know what's going on with him. He's still sitting at 4 kills, which is quite low for his kind of normal playing style. So I still wait for devve to come back. cajunb already opens up this round with a double headshot. Crispy and aTTaX, the 2 gun-wielding players taken out for the CTs, which leaves Kev and 2 pistols alive. They do their job though. They put it back to 2v3. But now they have Molotov away, and at the same time dupreeh fires a few shots, takes out Cave, gets a headshot onto Stefan. No trouble for Astralis at all. Alternate can't keep the A bomb site under control, and that's such a big thing. I mean, the sentence itself already lines out why it's important. It's a freaking bomb site. You have to be able to stop the terrorists from gaining control. And Kazuya, he could have used those 2 headshots a little earlier and maybe he could have won the round. But like that, he is forced away nonetheless. He doesn't have a defuse kit. And those 3 frags, they won't help him. They won't help his team. He can bring that AK to the next round. But that will only be a small consolation for Alternate, that's for sure. So, Alternate need to figure out how to handle the A bomb site against Astralis. They tried a few different things already. They pushed aggressively, which didn't yield a successful result. They gave A main up to the terrorists already. Let them get in and then get the crossfire. That was the idea behind it. But their players were either forced out of position or taken out already before they could make a stint in the round. And again, it's the terrorists opening up the round with the frags. But Crispy and Keith were able to get themselves back on track. Only aTTaX on the terrorist side on the board. The bomb has been captured by Alternate. There you can see it. Keith and Stefan do their very best of covering it. And there they go. Stefan with the important frag to keep the bomb under control. karrigan snuck in from behind. Cajun and devve still working. devve is in the apartments while Cajun is trying to get a different angle. There's still 1 minute on the clock. And that's something new about the new, you know, the round timer being increased from 1:45 seconds to 1:55. It's only 10 seconds, but those 10 seconds make the difference in those situations. Now cajunb tries to sneak in again. Tizian has him covered though. Let's see if Tizian is quick enough on the trigger, or maybe devve could. Oh my god, I expected devve to make a sound or something and then distract Tizian, but Tizian was fully focused and still didn't get the frag onto cajunb. The terrorists have captured the bomb and the CTs will allow them to get the bomb planted. That's more than sure. devve is crossing already. He will put it down just in the nick of time, and cajunb will cover his teammate. Kazuya gets taken out, and this round shouldn't have slipped away from Alternate. Maybe Stefan can get a grasp of it just in the last second. He gets back, he picks up some stuff, and cajunb has him covered. Triple kill for Cajun. Astralis with the 11-1 scoreline now. And that was a really, I mean, the bomb was lost over here. The CTs had 2 players initially. karrigan snuck his way in. He traded 1 for 1. Okay, I can live with that. Then, device is over here. devve is over here. Let's focus on this round, because devve gets tagged. Oh, Keith finally gets a frag on his counterpart. Takes control of middle. And Kazuya is in connector now. It's not Tizian anymore. And again, the CT switching up their setup. They have Crispy on the balcony. And they have Tizian fighting it out with cajunb. He surprised his opponent. Kazuya with the frag in middle. But it's karrigan who came back. The strong fragging in-game leader for the Danes. He's doing a good job. Oh, just checking every single angle. Gets a frag onto Kazuya. Has another one pinned down. He's not even putting up any sort of resistance. 67 HP still remain after 3 frags for karrigan. Quickly disposing of every single CT inside the A-bomb site. And stuff like that is... I mean, that's... It can't happen. That's... There is only one way to put it. That's just bad for Alternate. Now Keith is coming back. Picks off karrigan. aTTaX is carrying the bomb in there into the lion den. Keith is in apartments now, checking that out. While Stefan holds on to the B bomb site. It's all up to Keith. He will hear the bomb as soon as aTTaX plants it. And a cheeky little spot by aTTaX to plant the bomb in. Keith heard it, but aTTaX already knows where Keith went. Good damage. Molotov will keep him off a little bit. Headshot onto Stefan. 1v1, and aTTaX will clutch it for Astralis. What a great round by him. Made possible by karrigan with a triple kill. and made possible by Alternate's inability to set up crossfires on A and hold them. They let karrigan run in there. Oh, he came from balcony. They let them run in here, stand in the middle, and get 3 frags. Something like that should never ever happen. But, well, it's Astralis after all. They are a top tier team, and Alternate is still on the way to somewhere. As you can see, Astralis is they just ripped off the leash, and they are off the hook. 13-1 in favor of the Danes. They seem to be furious about their DreamHack Zoe Open performance, and they're doing the very best to win the hearts of their fans back with that effort. dupreeh on 19 kills, 13 on aTTaX, 12 on karrigan and cajunb, and 7 still for devve. But I mean, as an AWP player, you usually, well, that's, for example, a shot that he would have hit. Oh, a leg shot, so he's not even having luck. And, you know, as an AWP player, you usually have to stay back. It's quite hard to get frags if your teammates push CT spawn like karrigan already did, and you're still hanging in middle. That's just why devve has a low kill count at the moment. karrigan tries to pin down the A bomb set. The nade was aimed at the right spot, but Key was behind the wall, so that saved his life. karrigan with another triple kill already, and Tizian is on 13. Tizian has his own triple. Oh, karrigan trying to go cheeky, but Tizian picks him off with a nade. devve in an important 1v1. The bomb gets planted, and Tizian will find out. Take a breath, just listen. There is no sound, so it's gonna be the B bomb site. He tries to... Oh, nice movement there by Tizian. Tries to get through B short. devve has spotted him. He knows where his counterpart is coming from. Holds on to the angle while Tizian makes his push. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, devve. He gets the knife kill in the smoke. 14-1 in favor of Astralis in the first half. It's their map pick, and they made it their home. They didn't let Alternate get anything. It's like a dog. Get outside and stay in your hut, and you will not get inside anymore. Wow, Astralis shutting it down. devve with the knife kill to close it out against Tizian, who was on the ace, and he went for the ninja defuse. Good start in the CT pistol by Astralis again. A 2v4 now, and they have a hopping Crispy in the back of the bomb. Doesn't get away with his life, of course. And Keith with the P250. No armor though. Tries to plant, but it's not going to happen. Astralis make it 15-1 already. And if you are an Alternate fan, and if you like those guys, and they are likable guys, especially if you're German, you always look for the next upcoming German team. Sometimes it's Mousesports, and I think it's Mousesports again, but sometimes it's different teams as well. And Alternate was one of those hopeful teams, a team that could break through, at least in the German mind, you know. I'm just talking of the perspective of a German fanboy. And I think those dreams are scattered by Astralis at the moment. 16-1 in their favor. Easy going. 20 kills for dupreeh in just 17 rounds. 17 for karrigan.